Hello, my name is Samyak Dimple and I am currently a second year MBBS student at CGS Medical College and KEM Hospital, Mumbai. My NEET All India rank was 311 and I was a classroom student of Bora Sir's magical coaching class. So, the process to get a good rank in NEET is becoming very challenging each and every year. With more number of appearing students and the continuous changing pattern of the paper, the competition has become very stiff and getting a good rank is very tough and very impossible. It feels very impossible. But nothing is impossible. With dedicated and properly organized study can actually help you in getting a good rank. So today I'll give you some tips regarding how to get a good rank and how to basically study and what all to study. So let's start. So first about chemistry. Chemistry was my favorite subject and it really was because of Bora Sir. Basically till 11th standard I did not know how to approach chemistry, how to understand chemistry. But from 12th standard everything changed. When I joined Bora Sir's class, I started to understand chemistry really well. The first and the most important and the prime concept is that you should fall in love with NCERT. That was what Bora Sir taught us. NCERT is the most important book, whether it be for inorganic chemistry, physical chemistry or organic chemistry. What we tend to do these days is that in the rush of various coaching notes like Alan, Akash, etc., we study all of them. But what we generally forget is that studying the NCERT is most important. Because most of the questions are based on NCERT. It is an NCERT based. So that is the most important thing I learned. And NCERT is a very tough and challenging book, he taught us. NCERT, you have to read in between the lines of the NCERT. You have to understand every concept of the NCERT. And if you read between the lines if you understand NCERT completely, then automatically you start understanding chemistry. For inorganic chemistry, NCERT is the only option that you require. If you study everything properly from NCERT in organic chemistry, you create tables, you create charts, and you understand how important each element is and what are the patterns. So you automatically understand inorganic chemistry and you don't need to do anything else. Again I said, if you read between the lines of the NCERT, that is, if you understand the concept properly, every question in inorganic chemistry in NEET is solvable from NCERT. For organic chemistry was the best part of chemistry for me. And it was made so easy by Bora Sir by explaining how reactions work, how every compound acts, and how basically remember the reactions. So what was the hidden tactic behind it was that he taught us to create charts. Basically it is kind of a mind map where it starts from a single compound and then you have to progress into various type of reactions by creating a mind map. So that makes you explore all the types of possibilities of reactions that can happen with those compounds. And this really helps because you never then need to memorize those reactions. What you need to do is that you need to understand that this is the methodology, this is the concept behind those reactions, and that is how the reaction progresses. So no rote learning, only conceptual understanding, and in the final exam you automatically get those reactions on the tip of your tongue. So that becomes so easy. So that's why making charts and mind map was the most successful method of Bora Sir, and the way he explained conceptually about how the reactions progressed really helped me in organic chemistry. And for physical chemistry solving questions is not the only solution. Physical chemistry needs to be understood again. Every concept, how the formula is derived, how questions have to be solved, the methodology, and how quickly you have to solve them, what are the easier ways to solve the questions. This was all taught by Bora Sir very, very properly. So I never needed to practice physical chemistry a lot because I understood how physical chemistry works. And if you understand that, solving them finally becomes very easy. So one more question occurs is that what book should you use in chemistry? For inorganic chemistry, again as I said, NCERT is the only book. For organic chemistry, Himanshu Pandey, suggested by Bora sir, is really a very good book, and you should solve it because organic chemistry requires practice also along with your conceptual knowledge. So combined with your conceptual knowledge along with the practice of the questions, organic chemistry will become very easy for you in the final exam. And physical chemistry, understand the concept through the classes, solve worksheets, solve tests, and there is no need for an extra effort in physical chemistry. If you understand it well, it will be done properly. So that is the most important gist of chemistry, that basics. Your basics should be strong, and if your basics are strong, then automatically everything goes well. So that is the thing you need to understand. Now coming to physics. Physics is a very challenging subject for some people. Now people think that physics can't be solved and physics can't be completed, or physics is very tough, the formulas can't be memorized, or the questions cannot be solved properly. So that is a very challenging factor for many students up here. So what you need to remember here for physics is that physics, the more you practice physics, the more it gets into you. First, you need to understand the basic concepts, which you can learn either from your classes, either from academic booklets, which are very good, or other modules which you refer, so that your conceptual understanding gets strong enough. Then solve basic level questions, then go for higher level questions. You can solve various low level question books like NCG Lead Guide or some books like that, or you can solve higher level questions from DC Pandey, HC Verma for higher level of examination. So that is how you can practice physics very well. But remember, you have to pay attention to every test, every worksheet that is given. Also for chemistry and physics, the worksheets that are given are very important. I still remember that just before NEET, Bora sir had given us 10 to 12 worksheets which were like the most toughest questions in chemistry. And no one thought that those questions were attemptable and those questions would ever come in NEET. But still, I decided to solve them so that I get to know how the questions are and how to solve them basically. And if luck permits, questions would come. And in the NEET, 2 questions really came from those worksheets as it is. And other people, it went very difficult to solve them, and some people left it or made it wrong. But I knew the answer, I knew how to solve the question, so it was a piece of cake for me. So automatically, those 2 questions really make a difference in the final exam, because 4 marks means 1,000 ranks in between you. So that is really a very, very, very important thing, that you solve every worksheet given to you, every test given to you. You understand what mistakes you have done. You understand how each question in those tests or worksheets are solved. Make the best out of whatever material you get. Whatever material you get. You don't strive for material, but whatever material you get, you make full use of it. Don't keep the material left out, or just like basically understand the material completely, and what mistakes you do, you should again contemplate and work on it. So that will really help in your final exams. Then for biology, NCERT is a very important book. NCERT, you should study it thoroughly and completely. As many revisions as possible should be done of the NCERT. And for extra information, Akash and Alan modules are very good, so you should study them thoroughly also. Because extra questions are generally being asked from biology these days. So if you completely cover biology with thorough reading of NCERT, then you will get a really good score in final exams. So you need to understand that NCERT is the crux for everything. So biology, good score is generally 330 above, and along with some MCQ practice from tests, how to solve biology MCQs quickly, how to read them quickly, and how to understand them quickly, how to eliminate options. The practice of biology questions and the practice of reading again and again will help you in biology a lot, and you can easily cross that barrier. So biology, that is the gist of it. Now what is important is, before NEET, in the last 2 or 3 months before NEET, you need to thoroughly revise everything. That is the revision period, and quick revision is very important. So you need to revise quickly, fast, and whatever you forget, that has to be revised again and again. So that is what has to be done. Okay. So before NEET, 2 to 3 months keep aside for revision, where you have to revise everything possible. And finally, I would like to say that Bora sir was really a very good mentor for me. He helped me through all those times of 11th and 12th. He told me what to study, how to study. He encouraged me in tough times. He told me not to give up, and he understood my qualities. And it's because of him that I could score well in chemistry, and it's because of him that I could score well in NEET also and could get a good rank. So I'd really like to thank him. Thank you, sir.